A cold change is moving up across New Zealand, but high pressure is also on the way. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks very much for joining us. Hope you had a great Anzac weekend. Well, around New Zealand and Australia at the moment, the weather is fairly normal for autumn. We've got a very big area of high pressure, not a lot of wind around the Aussie area, but in New Zealand, a cooler southerly blowing through. Today's wind map has the misery index on it. In red, it shows where it's hot. In blue, it shows where it's cold. And quite simply, you can see the Southern Alps and parts of the South Island got that blue shading showing up, which is a sign that the southerly has really kicked in today. Not everyone is feeling the really cold change. Many of you in the North Island will feel the temperature drop, but not by very much, only a couple of degrees. So on the departure from normal temperature map for this afternoon, for Tuesday afternoon, it shows that the North Island is around about average with the green colouring there. That's not on the scale, that's just simply normal air temperature, so no shading. That's just the satellite map. Below that, or south of that, you can see the blue showing up, and that's where it is colder than average. Certainly through Otago and parts of Canterbury, you are 4 to 8 degrees below normal today, so you're going to feel that. And then tonight, it gets even colder as that southerly moves across the North Island and then fades away. So the temperatures really drop. So the whole country is below average tonight, and especially central Otago, where you're going to get into the frost territory, you're more than 8 degrees below normal for this time of the year. So that's a sign of the southerly coming through. Also, at the same time as that southerly, we've got high pressure right here over the top of Sydney on Wednesday. So that big high is pressing into the New Zealand area. You see the blue line, that's got the cold air, so it's starting to move eastwards by Wednesday. It's starting to move away from us. But Wednesday morning is going to be a cold start to the day. I would imagine Wednesday night going into Thursday will also be fairly cold because you've got this big area of high pressure moving into New Zealand with a southerly flow, and that just sort of locks in that colder air for you. We'll see a little bit of wet weather stuck around the very northeast of the North Island, and a couple of showers down there in the south, and a couple of isolated showers along the west coast, but very isolated. Otherwise it is dry. By Thursday, not a great deal of change. High pressure in control, moving away from Sydney into the central Tasman Sea. 1 or 2 showers up here. That's a southeasterly. So still a little cool, but not freezing cold, but a little cool as that moves in. And then down in the south, you've got a westerly wind pushing through. That will actually start to push up temperatures along the eastern side. So by Friday, the high gets a little bit closer, but that westerly flow gets tilted back around to being a sou'wester, going around the high like that. So no longer a westerly in the south, it's now a sou'wester. So it's a little cool again in Southland, and you'll feel a bit of a breeze here and there. A couple of showers on the west coast of the North Island, 1 or 2 showers in Southland, and probably getting into coastal Otago. Otherwise, it is actually fairly dry going into the weekend. And so Saturday looks like this, high pressure rolling on in. There's still this southerly on the other side. So the Chatham Islands, you're still in that cold, wintry southerly, but the rest of the mainland, the North Island, a couple of showers just clipping Northern Hawke's Bay, Mahia Peninsula and East Cape, otherwise dry and settled. Look at the easterlies though, pushing in showers on the other side of the high. Showers and patchy rain all down that eastern side from Cairns to Brisbane to Sydney. And on the other side, you've got a little low pressure system moving into Adelaide for you. And our final map is on Sunday, and it still shows that wet easterly coming down along the side of Australia. But New Zealand has the high. So there's still a bit of a southerly flow, and that is still affecting the Chathams. Showery, windy, wintry weekend is coming up for you. But for everybody else in New Zealand, mostly settled and dry. High pressure rolling across the country means fairly cold nights, frosts here and there, and then the afternoon should be fairly pleasant. This is the reason why autumn is New Zealand's #1 season. From all the polling that we've done, at least over the past decade, autumn always comes out #1. It just beats summer by like a percentage point. We must run that poll again, but I probably won't run it in autumn, otherwise I'll be accused of trying to get it to go the way I want. That is all from me. We will see you again tomorrow with our next update. Thanks for joining us.